Portions of this video may be unsuitable for younger or more sensitive viewers. You have been warned.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm James, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. All right. This story is called Run T Run. All right. Okay. This story is about a guy named Terrence that I knew. I won't say we were friends or nothing like that, but we kind of had a little rapport with each other. We was uh we was just kind of cool. But it wasn't all that. Because T, this is what we called him, T. T had an anger problem. He had a very serious anger problem. Look, one day he's the reason that I don't play cards anymore. Okay? Look, one day we were playing cards. We were playing spades at the table. Matter of fact, we were playing for a little money, maybe $1 or $2, just for nothing. And T kept cursing. He kept cursing and saying foul words and stuff like that. So I told him, I said, hey, T, chill out now. Calm down with that stuff now, all right? His kids running around in here. Because there was kids running back and forth and everything. And plus it was older people in there. So I told him to stop the cursing. So we playing again. Then he said, talking about he had a book or something like that and slammed it down on the table. And I told him, all right, now that's it. Now, if I had to tell you one more time, it's gonna be a trouble, okay? And he looking at me. I said, okay, I'm telling you. Once again, he said a curse word again. So then I said, get up, get up. You gotta get out of here. Get out of here. So he stood up and we was walking to the front door, and he tried to square off with me. So I had no choice but to I punched him. I punched him, and he fell out. His head hit the table, and he fell out. And we drug him outside and stuff like that. Yeah, man. But after that, we had a kind of rapport with each other. After that, I we I knocked him out and stuff because he was totally drunk anyway. So I tried to purchase his car. So he was talking about selling his car to me. He kept on talking about it, and I asked him the next day, and then the next day, I said, "Hey, you gonna sell it to me? You gonna sell it?" He said, yeah, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it to you. And finally, I just said, forget it. It took too long. I went and bought my cousin's car. You know, I bought a '69 Chevy Nova from my cousin. So, and I drove that for some years. Anyway, anyway, he uh he flaked me out on the car and stuff like that. But that's okay. That's okay. So all of a sudden, the next day he was still kind of drunk again. The next day because he got drunk every day. He didn't have a job or nothing. Actually, actually T didn't have a pot to in, okay, or a window to throw it out of. All right. So he was still living with his mom and everything like that. So one day in my apartments, it was like apartments on the second floor going across, little apartments and stuff. And I came in, and it was a car downstairs. Cars had pulled up. It was cars parked in the front anyway, but people were hanging out in the parking lot. So I just walked past. I spoke to everybody and walked on past and went in the house. And I went into the house, closed the door and everything. Then I heard someone cursing again. So I peeked out the window, and I saw it was T. He was cursing like he was a madman out there. And I kept looking, and I looked down, and I saw a guy standing downstairs, and T was standing on the second floor. You know, so they kept arguing, kept arguing, kept arguing. Then T went to my cousin's apartment and went and got his carbine. You know, his pow pow. His pow pow. And I couldn't understand why my cousin let him get the gun. But I saw the gun. I saw it before, and it wasn't loaded or nothing. So he got it out to threaten the guy. He got it out to threaten the guy, and he leaned over the banister with it like this. Leaned over the banister with it, and the guy kept talking to him. They were just exchanging words back and forth, and then T all of a sudden, I'm talking about, it was loud too. It was loud. And I don't know if you know what a carbine is, but that's a very powerful, you know, it's a very powerful pow pow, you know. And when I heard that sound, I thought my brother-in-law was down there, you know. So I came back out the house and started running toward T, running towards him. And I was trying to look over the banister to see who it was, and it wasn't my brother-in-law. So when I got to T, he said, "Here, man, here." He tried to give me the gun. I said, "Don't give me that. Don't give me that. What you doing, man?" And T ran off. He ran off. He ran, and he threw the gun in the garbage can right in the back. This is how his man was thinking. He panicked. He ran off, and the police came. Look, when he shot the guy, he shot him in the top of his head, and hair was flying in the air, and I can still see hair flying down. So that gun was very powerful. So after that, the police was around investigating everything. Now, what happened was my cousin was in the house asleep when T went inside and took the gun, you know, when he took it out. So my cousin was asleep. So he told the police he was asleep when he got it. So then T was on the run. Matter of fact, he was on the run for 2 months. 2 months. So I heard, this is what I heard from his family, because they knew where he was. I heard he went out to Mississippi somewhere, and stayed with some relatives. So the police were searching all over for him, searching all over. But I feel sorry for that young man that he was arguing with, because that was it for him. It was all over for him. But they came to get that guy, and then they kept looking for T, kept looking for him, kept looking for him. So months went past. Now, either the second or third month, T ended up working somewhere out in Mississippi. So actually, he got a job and was working, and started arguing with his supervisor. Him and his supervisor got into an argument, and his supervisor called the police. Man, that's how they found him. That's how they found him. His supervisor called the police on him, and this idiot kept arguing with the guy, and the police came and they took him down to the police station to, just to book him in, and they found out that he was wanted in Chicago. Okay, so after that, they sent him back to Chicago, and he got every bit of 30 years. 30 years. So, well, he should be out now. No, he got 40 years. He got 40 years. So it either it was a premeditated or something like that. Something like that, the way they had it. It was premeditated. But it was real bad. And T went from nothing to nothing then. Because his family, some of them, I think some of them kept in touch with him for the first maybe month or so. But after that, no more people was keeping in contact with him and stuff like that. So I don't know. I I haven't heard anything about him or nothing like that. So, but that's terrible. Look, if you get into an argument, you get into an argument. So if you got an argument, a problem arguing with people, you need to check yourself because you don't know what they got. You don't know what somebody has, and you don't know what somebody's capable of doing. You know, so chill out. If you got to, like me, I don't argue with nobody. If I got to fight somebody, I'll just immediately set off fighting. You know, I won't argue, sit there and argue back and forth. So I would just fight. Or I would just walk away. That's it. I'll just walk away. Just walk away. It's better to walk away than to stand there and keep engaging with somebody until they do something, or you do something, because T could have walked off too, and the guy could have walked off. So I don't know, man. Like I said, man, you could just walk off, and then let bygones be bygones. Just go on in the house somewhere. Now, if somebody keep coming harass you, then you got to do what you got to do. Maybe you can call the police or something, you know. But in the hood, you wouldn't do that because it'll be snitching. Yes, yes, the snitching stuff. Then people, if you snitch on them, then everybody will be against you. Then, it's crazy. But I would just walk away, go in the house. That's it. Because it don't make sense arguing anyway. All right, you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so you know every time I drop another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos with your family. Share my video with your friends. Share it with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. Peace. Adios. Salamat.